Alright, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to get the double jump. I have taken a break from doing bosses and I'm kind of just exploring the whole world, and I'm double jump gated at a lot of places, so I wanted to see if I could find it. Someone in my comments section said it's in the icy area. So what I did is I fast traveled to the slab and then I ventured around, and it took me about 40 minutes of trial and error to find. So in this video, I've sort of shortened it down to about 8 minutes. So if you just follow this path, you will be able to get it much quicker than me. You do need this little dart dash thing to hook into the rings, so you can't get it until you have that. But once you have that, yeah, just follow this path. So you could see I passed by Chakra. She has the map. So pick the map up. And then, yeah, just follow this route. So right here, these platforms do disintegrate, so you have to be fast. Use your little whip, go to that guy. They give you height when you bounce off them. Then grab the ring, go up here, grab a ring, go onto that wall, And then this is what I figured out once I found the lady with the map, is that you can be out in the cold, but only for so long, and then your health starts deteriorating. But you find these little lights to warm you back up so that you can keep going. So now we jump across here. Just watch out for the spikes. And there I died. So yeah, like I said, I wasn't perfect in this run, but I got through it. So yeah, you want to get some height there, then do the whip dash, and then again, there is the light. Then we're just going to use these guys to get some height, and then we just keep going up, and then yeah, now we got to that light. Then we just go through here. There's some lights, there's some silk, and I think there's a guy to fight. I believe it's here. No, not quite yet. So just stick to this left wall and you're going to find that cave entrance. And then there's more silk, which is really handy for healing ourselves because we did take a bit of damage. And you can see my health was in the freeze, or I don't know how to say that. I was cold, so I was going to be taking damage. And then we take that little lantern guy out, come back, heal, grab our silk, and now we are on to the next part. So we're going to break this wall, break that wall down. Perfect. Now we continue forward. Here's one of those little beetles. So I actually miss it. So you do have to get some distance. So jump outward to reach those guys. And then there I miss. So I go to that other beetle. He gets me enough height. We grab that ring. And now we have another lantern. We float over here. So there's these things. I just kind of try to avoid them so that I can hopefully reach the ring, but I didn't do it perfectly. And even still, I was a little low and I still made the ring. So there's some forgiveness there. Then same thing here. I float a little low, but I missed the beetle. If you land in that water, you can see it instantly takes health away. So here I saw that there's a bench. So I went searching for it. So you go out this wall and down, and there is a breakable wall here. And then there's also a breakable wall right here. I'll just let you guys know that. I won't say what's in there. You do need 90 rosaries, so definitely don't come do this till you have 90 rosaries as well. And hopefully you don't die and lose your rosaries, because it's nice to have a bench. So now we're going to jump up this part, come over here just to get some warmth. Now we're cold again, and I'm just trying to navigate this place. It's pretty good. You can usually see where you should go next. It does a good job of kind of telegraphing the path to take. So hopefully you don't miss any of your needles. And then here, I kind of was jumping up to see where the next part was. And then I accidentally broke this lantern. So I don't know if these respawn, but luckily I got it on this go. So you want some good height. This part is important. So dash. So you want to jump out from the wall, dash, and then do your spike to get the distance needed. So that part's tricky. And then you go to those little bugs. I missed the one bug, but luckily where I was going was right there. And now we are going to float down. You could float the whole way, but I was trying to be a little bit quick because, again, your health is cold, so you will start taking damage if you're exposed to the cold for too long. So now we have that part. We're just going to jump to these beetles. Luckily, I hit them all. That wall is going to disintegrate, so you have to be fast. Same with that one. Then over there, and we're back to another lantern. Now, again, we have these beetles. I sunk way too low there. So I take 2 hits of damage, but luckily there's silk at the end. So again, not the end of the world if you're taking damage. We're just going to heal up. My volume's really low. Sorry about that. Here's another one of those lantern guys. So I don't totally know the best way to take them out, but just try to avoid their blast, I guess. So I did take a couple hits of damage, but I was dealing damage, so I was able to get some silk. So now just checking my map. We've got a wall to break here. Jump up, jump up, jump up. And we're through there. And then there is a wall to break there for the bench. So yeah, being able to bench there is very handy because now that will reset you. So if you start taking damage, you can just quit out and go back to that bench. Like there, you can see I took some damage. So that part is a little tricky, but again, you can just heal up and always restart from there. So it's very handy. Make sure you get that bench. So we're gonna pogo off him. Whip to that one. I kind of missed. So yeah, again, you do need some height and distance coming off those things, but we still get to the lantern in time. We're going to whip over there. Now there's a guy to grab there. And then again, platforms that will disintegrate. And yeah, not too bad. So then here, we're going to the next part. So I had just kind of spliced this because I was sort of messing this up a little bit. But yeah, basically that's what would happen. I kept missing that guy. But then this is bad. I accidentally break the lantern. Again, I'm sure it does respawn, but I actually got it on this go. So I'm not totally sure. Here we're going to pogo. And then we whip over to him. Whip over to him. And we're through that part. So then we jump up here. Again, I just spliced it because I was sort of figuring out where to go. Didn't really figure out where to go. But what you actually want to do is slide down there, catch this updraft, and then this is pretty much the end. Don't get out of the updraft early. You can see I'm starting to take damage. So now I'm like scrambling, and I get to here, and this is actually where you get the double jump. So I will let this play out, and then you can see a bit of the double jumping. But yeah, hopefully this video helped. Like I said, I was ability gated by double jumps in a lot of places. I'm busy all day Sunday, so I won't have any boss guides until Monday at the earliest because I'm doing some stuff with family. But if you want to see me take on some new bosses live, you can come watch me on Twitch at itstizzle7. And yeah, or I also stream on YouTube on this channel, so you could watch me there as well. Some people have been popping into the chat just asking for like advice on bosses and stuff. So yeah, feel free to swing by and say hey. Sorry that you guys are probably catching me in bosses now because I've been doing a lot of side questing and not a lot of main story stuff. So yeah, I've seen some comments asking for boss tutorials on certain bosses, and I'm not even there yet. So yeah, won't be there till Monday at the earliest, but that's what it is. That's life. So I hope you are all doing well, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Like I said, I will let this play out so that you can see the double jump. I guess I should mention one more thing. When you have that cloak, you now no longer take cold damage. Check out the health bar. It's no longer cold, even though I'm not surrounded by lanterns. So yeah, this is really good. Now I can explore this area, and there's the double jump. So anyways, peace.